microphone and welcome everybody to this morning's event. Uh, Jerry, I think you've met everybody. I don't know if I need to go through introductions, but I guess I definitely will since I've got all the script here, so everybody knows who's here. And but it's quite a team. I mean, this represents the team that it takes to bring about a 400,000 square foot expansion. One of the premier companies in America involved with the production of a very lovely product we all love, and that's Tony's Pizza, Red Baron's Pizza, and the other brands that come out of this plant. Jeff Willis is the International Division Director at Kansas Department of Commerce. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us today. Dr. Trent Davis is Vice Mayor of the City of Salina, and City Manager Mike Sprague. Thank you for being here. Roger Sparks, representing the Saline County Commission. Roger, thank you for joining us. Representing the Salina Area Chamber of Commerce is Travis Young, who's Chair-elect. Travis, and Eric Brown, the President and CEO. The Salina Community Economic Development Organization. Lloyd Davidson, who is Chair. Lloyd, thank you very much. Frank Hampton, who is past Chair, and the Executive Director, Mitch Robinson. Mitch, thank you for being here today. I don't see Emily Benedict from the North Central Kansas Planning Commission. And joining us too, a very important part of the team, project manager for the construction with Burns McDonald, Rob Rainey. And Rob, thank you. Thanks for changing your clothes. Rob was out in the field and he looked a little different, when I saw him earlier this morning. So, and Chris Wiseman, that is Chris. Rob is working for Chris, and so that's.
I remind him of that.
Yeah, that's right. But Chris is paying for everything.
Well, not me personally, but
Okay.
it feels like it.
Anyway, not able to join us today is our area representative for the Economic Development Administration. Mark Worthman cannot attend here today, but I do have some comments from the EDA to share with you later on. Jerry, thank you for being here so much. Thank you for everything you've done to help this project be successful. This is a team, and this is definitely a team effort all around. Every team needs a star player, and I think you fulfill that role in so many ways. So thank you so much. Thank you for the ability to enable the community and the state to retain 1,200 existing jobs, to bring online another 225 new jobs, and really then to bring to the state, local government, state government, over $1.7 million annually in additional tax revenue. So a great benefit to the community. Thank you so much, and I'll let you announce the news of the day.
I was trying to keep the county commissioner happy by wearing my mask. I discovered maybe he doesn't care as much as the city does. So whoever it matters to, I want to abide by your ordinances and policies. But delighted to be here again in an effort to fulfill what was announced several months ago on a very hot day with not much shade at the Tony's Event Center, which Schwann's and Tony's announced their continued presence in Salina and their expansion. And I appreciate what Tim had to say about teamwork. I mean, it's nice of you to invite me to be here. We're happy to play a role and help along the way, but nothing good happens in Salina that isn't originated, developed, supported, and pursued by the people of Salina, with some help from the Kansas Department of Transportation and our development planning folks in the region, and a little bit of help in this case from the Economic Development Administration, the American taxpayers actually, for this project. And I'm here mostly to say thank you to Salina and its citizens, Salina and its leaders, for being a place that you recognize how to have a future. Salina, when I was your congressman, was my largest city. You're my urban area to me. I remember as a kid from Plainville, Kansas, coming to Salina and it being a really big deal, and it still is a very big deal. Salina is a huge and important component of the economy of central Kansas, of north central Kansas, but our entire state. And Schwann's and Tony's is an important component of this economy 1,200 jobs any place in Kansas would be well sought after, well desired, and particularly the kind of jobs that are here. Every community across Kansas today would wish they are Salina with what is happening with Tony's expansion. We've developed a long relationship, a long-term relationship with Schwann's. I've been to Minnesota to see them, Michigan to see them, Ada, Minnesota to see them. Alfred Schwann was my campaign chairman when I ran for Congress for the very first time, arranged by Ben Vigridson to say, here, you two need to meet each other. And so this company and the family that owned it, and Salina and this community have been integral parts of my personal and professional life for a very long time, and it's a day of congratulations. The people in this community are what make the difference. City Council, County Commission, Economic Development, Airport Authority, Chamber, and this is the fruition of your work. Tim didn't tell me I was supposed to say any of those things, he just said I was supposed to make an announcement. And so if he's looking for the short 1 or 2 sentences, the announcement I make today is the desire that this community had. The application is filed, has now been approved, the money has been granted, and the economic development of the Department of Commerce, on their behalf, I announce, and maybe it's just on the behalf of the taxpayers of the United States, we've been successful, you've been successful in garnering a $3.7 million grant to bring this project to fruition and to close the gap on financing that was made available in other ways. And we do that with great appreciation for what this has involved, and my gratitude while I have chaired the subcommittee that appropriates for EDA. I can't be of assistance to a community unless they do everything right and the project is worthy. So we can encourage EDA to take a serious look at something. They're not going to fund something that doesn't matter just because I asked them to, and in fact they shouldn't. And so today we are recognizing the value of this project. Not only do we know it here in Salina, but they know it in Denver at the regional office of EDA, and they know it in Washington, D.C., because stamp of approval, stamp of approval, stamp of approval. Congratulations on your success, and I know you will spend $3.7 million wisely to benefit the people of Salina, Saline County, and the state of Kansas. Congratulations and best wishes on this project.
Jerry, thank you so much, and your comments, and again, it is good to have a star player on every team. We'd like to recognize, a couple of individuals that will come up and kind of respond to the announcement. Here in a moment, Vice Mayor Davis will come up and representing the city of Salina, who is the recipient of the EDA grant, and Chris Wiseman, who is the Senior Director of Manufacturing, will come up. But first, I have a letter to share with you that came yesterday, came today, and it is from Dennis Alford, who is the Acting Assistant Secretary of Commerce for Economic Development out of Washington, D.C. Dear friends, I join you in celebrating today's grant announcement, and am saddened that I'm unable to attend today's event in person. At the U.S. Economic Development Administration, our job is to support locally driven plans designed to create economic opportunity and jobs. We are the only federal government agency with economic development as its sole mission. We are proud to award the City of Salina a $3.8 million CARES Act Recovery Assistance Grant. This grant will provide critical infrastructure and road improvements to allow for business growth, expansion, and job creation. I know the city has been working for some time on this project, and I congratulate you all on a remarkable achievement for bringing your economic strategy to fruition. I also want to acknowledge the North Central Kansas Planning Commission for your efforts in supporting economic growth in North Central Kansas. Our team at EDA is pleased to assist the city with this project, and I would be remiss not to recognize our team in the Denver region. I want to thank Regional Director Angie Martinez, Economic Development Representative Mark Worthman, and the entire DRO team for recognizing the importance of this project. I also want to thank Senator Morant for his support of this project and of EDA. Your leadership in advocating for economic development and the state of Kansas is unmatched. On behalf of the United States Department of Commerce and EDA, congratulations on your award, and we wish you the best moving forward. Dennis Alford, Acting Assistant Secretary of Commerce for Economic Development. At this time, Vice Mayor Davis, may ask come up and offer your comments.
Just in case folks don't think that I don't ever have a mask off. My wife and I came out here Saturday to eat lunch, and it was awfully quiet at the airport. Now I'm out here saying, God, this is a noisy place. Between planes, construction, but it's good noise. And Senator Moran, you use one word that I really like, which is the word grant. And as anyone who sent kids through college, two words you like to hear are scholarship and grant, because what? You don't have to pay them back. You have to use them wisely, but you don't have to pay it back. We will make sure we use it wisely. What Salina produces benefits not just our local economy, not just the state, not just the plains, but really the whole world. And see, Travis Young Standing, his company exports to the world. So the rising tide here is actually raising boats and economies well beyond our boundaries here in Salina County. Very often our local jurisdictions don't have the funds to always invest right now in something that's going to pay future dividends. So it's nice when we have assistance from the state, from the federal government, and private entrepreneurs to get us started on a project that will build on its own success and yield economic stability for years to come. When I look at Center Time, I think of my father-in-law's favorite word, is perspicacity. He made me go look it up. He wouldn't tell me what it meant.
Reader's Digest. It pays to increase your word power. I know the word.
I figured you would know what it meant. But we here in Kansas have a perspicacious steward to realize the potential in what looked like a local project that will provide economic growth on a regional and national basis for decades to come. Senator, your sponsorship and persistence, and I've heard some of the persistence that was really required on your part to watch this through, has resulted in this area receiving federal money. So we're getting money, as you said, from the people of the United States, because this is a project that will benefit not just Salina County, but the entire country. I'm slowly realizing that if you're not part of the global economy, you will be consumed by the global economy. So we want to stay on the cutting edge. Very often, national or former local representatives who become national figures, forget where they are from. They start out being of a location or from a location, and over years they kind of lose that attachment. In my 22 years here, and I think you've been in office all or most of those,
That sounds terrible, but yes.
I'm happy to say that you have never forgotten that you are of Kansas, and we all certainly appreciate that. Thank you very much for your efforts, and we'll have to name something out here after you. I'm not sure. I'll talk to Tim about that. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. Chris Wiseman, when we started on this project, I asked Chris, can you give me an idea of the scope of the impact of this existing plant, not the new plant, but the existing plant on Kansas as far as the supply chain? And he provided some numbers that just are staggering. Just the number of Kansas businesses alone that supply, meat, flour, other products, ingredients that come into the plant. It's 7 other companies across Kansas that benefit from the work that's done here by Schwann's in Salina, the Salina location. And it just gets even better. The story gets even better here down the line. So Chris, thank you for all you do to keep the plant running while you're building a new one. That's an amazing task. So Chris Wiseman.
Thanks, Tim, and thank you, Dr. Davis, for the words. First off, I'd like to thank everyone for their leadership and support for the residents of Salina and City and County on this project. So on behalf of everyone at Schwann's and CJ Chill today, we especially want to thank Senator Moran for being here today to announce the EDA grant for the City of Salina. We deeply appreciate his support and leadership with the greater Kansas community. We know that these are challenging times due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and we thank everyone for coming out and marking this event in a safe and appropriate manner. Our people here in Salina are very grateful for the support as we plan to add 225 full-time jobs and new opportunities for career development and growth. Our people take great pride in working hard, working safe, and giving back to the community. To have the support of government leaders is meaningful to every employee here in Salina. I'm sure many of you are curious about the status of the project. As you can see behind me, there is a lot of activity on site as we work to execute our expansion timeline. I'm pleased to say that our project remains on track to start making pizzas in December of 2022, as we communicated last summer. There is still much work to be done, and we're excited to make this expansion a reality. Senator Moran, on behalf of everyone at Schwann's and our owners, CJ, Jill, Jadang, thank you again for your support and partnership. We are proud to be a part of the Salina community and look forward to continued growth and success with all of you here in Kansas. Thanks, and please be safe. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Chris. Well, that concludes the prepared remarks and any discussion